Yeah, I put plywood in front of that window because I think it's a tip. I don't want to destroy it, but to lose the load. Because I don't want to lose the load either. Okay, so we're back. I wanted to just run through here real fast and show you, in case you're interested in doing this thing, and for my own, so I don't forget how I did this, because I would. Anyway, so I've got basically a stop, put a stop on this piece and a carrier. And I kind of did that. I just picked a few spots for coming all the way down. This piece right here is a connector. Let me look up in here. You can see there's a little bolt, two bolts that basically just hold those together. But anyway, that's just the end-to-end connector. Then you can see that this basically goes out here. That piece of wood is just holding that together. What am I trying to say? That piece of wood that I have there, like a little bridge on top of the unistrut, is just to hold that together, because I was concerned that I might need to do that. But anyway, so I hung these up and hoisted them up, and then I level them out, put them up with a level, and anywhere where I had a pretty big discrepancy, I used a shim up on top of this wood that I have sitting up there. So I did use a couple lag screws right there. Let me see if I can do this. The sun is trying to mess with me. Yeah, I'm not going to do that very well. Anyway, and I made it. So all this comes down, and that's what I have to do today. In fact, as soon as I'm done here, that's what I'll do. But for the hanger, I think, like I said, in case you're interested in something like this, I used a pretty heavy piece of angle iron here, because I wanted more weight here in the center. I wanted it to be lighter on the sides, so that as long as I keep everything balanced here, this thing is going to stay level, and it worked really well. It stayed nice and level, so I was happy about that. Then this piece, this was my solution for this. I could have done something fancier, but the drywall sits right underneath this lip right here, and this just sat around the top of the drywall, and then I just clamped behind this little, this strut and this piece, something like that, right? So that you imagine drywall behind it. Anyway, so that worked out real well. And then this is about 9 feet long, so that it carried the 12-foot drywall pretty decently. But like I said, it's lighter on the outside and it's heavier in the center. That's because I wanted to make sure to keep it so that as I was lifting it, it would stay level, that it wouldn't tip one way or another, because that would be a catastrophe for that to tip. Anyway, I think we did okay. It seems like there's a spot where we were lifting it. I'd hear some sounds. I think it was the cable sort of pushing in between two other cables. I don't think it was a big deal. So I'm pretty happy with that. And you may notice that the one annoying thing about this is that I've got little carriers up here on this hoist. Those carriers are little wheels. There's 4 little wheels on each one of these carriers. And the way that they're spaced, if you put a 1/4-inch nut in the center of this, those wheels will pass it because they're separated. You know, so like if you notice where I've got that 1/2-inch bolt. Well, the head of that bolt's way too big, and it's actually stopping the hoist from coming off the end of the lift. But the problem I had was that I couldn't actually bolt with the size of the holes in this unistrut. I couldn't put a bolt in there that would hold the unistrut up without interfering with my little wheels. So I had to take this thing back over to the house and make these external clamps on it. And so that took me a day to do that. That really annoyed me. However, that's what we've got here, and it worked out real well yesterday. Now I recarried 3 pieces on here, so what, 320 pounds of drywall, and this thing weighs about 50 pounds, and that thing weighs about 50 pounds. So we were carrying about 400, maybe 450 pounds. And it didn't mind it one little bit. What else about this? And I'm using this rope. This was damn near too short. I could extend that out. I really wanted a remote control. That would have been a lot nicer to have a remote control, but then I'm not tethered to it like I am here. So what I did was just tie it onto this rope and then tie the rope over there so it wouldn't fall out the window. And that way I could pull this back, and we just used a piece of wood to push this thing out, but it rolls pretty nice. So anyway, that is it. That's basically it. And what else? That's probably about it. Well, you can see on the angle iron out here, I just drilled it and bolted it to these 2x12 planks, and I also fixed the planks in place with conduit clamps just to keep everything sturdy. And I made sure when I put the scaffolding up to level everything out so we weren't having something that was rocking around and, you know, not level. Anyway, now I get to tear it all down. So, but I wanted to catch that and put that on for anybody that's interested in doing this. You know, obviously we did this stuff out of sequence. You should be doing this after you've got your insulation in, after you've got your electrical in, but we really don't have a choice. This is just how this job is going. It's just this how it is. Some jobs are this way. I mean, this is the way that this job works. So we're doing the best we can. And certainly having all this drywall in here and having this drywall here is so nice. And not having to take it up these stairs, which, imagine that. 45 sheets of drywall up those stairs. And so I built this. And it's got quite a bit of weight on it, but I think it'll be okay. But I might add a 2x4 in the center just to get rid of that bow. You see there's a little bit of a bow there. It isn't bad, but I think that that's going to hold okay. And the only place that I've kind of screwed myself is right here. So getting to the wiring or any HVAC, like if I have venting or anything, because there's a kitchen underneath here, I have to be able to get to that. So I'm going to have to move these at some point in time. But it's a heck of a lot better than having to move all of them. I would put more of them here if I trusted this. I just don't want to overload this thing too much because there's a lot of weight on that. And if that does break, I don't want to even imagine I just don't want to imagine. It's not going to be good. So, I think, have I covered everything? Yeah, now I'm just putting off taking all this stuff down because Because I'm still sore from yesterday, moving all this stuff. But we moved 39 yesterday. That's pretty good. Anyway, all right, we're good.